Fossil Festival as a vendor, I really don't get time to explore, and I'm kind of there on a business, and I really wanted to explore and actually do some fossil hunting, just enjoy the sights and sounds of the Lyme regions. So that's what we're doing here. And it was nicely timed after both big events because I am tired. I'm very, very tired. So today I thought I'd do something really simple, and I'll show you what I've got. Okay. I picked this up at a little shop in a town called Seaton, Seaton. And the shop was called Milly Bea, so that's Milly ampersand Bea. Milly Bea. It was a wonderfully curated shop for children. It had lots of wooden toys. Me and my sister agree that wooden toys are like the most lovely, whimsical things for little ones to play with. We loved our toys as children and we really took good care of them. So I won't be going through all of these today, but I've chosen a little selection. And then this one, because you can flip them around. One side they're a skeleton and the other side they're fleshed out. So I thought this would be quite fun. Obviously there are some inaccuracies, but this is a toy for like 3-year-olds, so it's to be expected. So it also came in this really adorable little pouch. So they all came wrapped up nicely, and then you can put them in this little pouch. How cute is this? So yeah, you've got the frilled Jurassic Park Dilophosaurus. So of course there are some artistic liberties being taken, but it's very cute. It's very cute. That's the other side. So they're meant to be stackable, but I don't think I'll be stacking them in this video because that can only end in disaster. Big cluttering mess. So I'm gonna grab my little notebook because I've jotted down some facts, and they're very simple facts, but I'm not gonna remember them on the spot. So I think we start with, let's see, bend my notebook a bit. Let's start with Parasaurolophus, one of my absolute favourites. There were a lot of times at DinoCon where many people were saying, oh, so you like this one? And I was like, well yeah, I'm mostly a sauropod girly, but I do love myself a Parasaurolophus and just any hadrosaurs. But they were like, oh no, like there are lots on this stall. You've got lots of prints like stickers and bookmarks. I was like, maybe I do. I do love this little guy. So, from late Cretaceous across America, the generally agreed upon hypotheses regarding its crest are that it was used as a resonating chamber. There is a bug in here. Is it in here? Okay, it was used as a resonating chamber perhaps, and it could possibly produce a sound that resonated around 30 hertz. So or perhaps face recognition, so it could see other parasaurs, and recognise, hey, you're not a Lambeosaurus, so let's get to it. Let's get to it. You're one of me. So that's kind of what that meant. Not really sure about what's going on the back here. But yeah, very cute little design on the front. So, next, we've got the big boy. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex. And then here is the back. Tyrannosaurus Rex. I hope that doesn't sound weird. He's very cute. So, arguably the most widely known and celebrated dinosaur. However, did you know that its size at 30 meters long and roughly perhaps 4 meters tall was rivaled by other theropods? I believe Spinosaurus was a lot larger. They would have never met in real life, but it was a lot larger than T-Rex. And not just theropods. There's a hadrosaur called Shantungosaurus that was about 15 to 17 meters long. It was huge, it was a beast. A beautiful beast. So those are my facts slash non-facts, because this guy gets enough praise already about Tyrannosaurus Rex. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Next, let's go with this guy. Triceratops. Triceratops. The first known depiction of Triceratops in art, Paleo art, was by Charles R. Knight, a very famous artist, in 1901. That's 125 years ago. That's crazy, isn't it? Look how cute he is. Let's flip to my next page. So, the smaller horn on the end of its snout was made of keratin, like our fingernails. So it technically isn't a true horn, but it's a three-horned face, so we'll just keep it. It's too late now. It's so cute. And I mean, the eye placement on this particular guy could be a lot better, couldn't it? Because you can see the orbit is here, right underneath the horn. But here it's a bit low down. The two horns, the two large horns, the true horns, were directly above the eyes, most likely to protect them. Most likely. But that's how they should be depicted if you're going to draw a Triceratops. I think this is a very lovely, cutesified version of the skeleton. Very adorable. Triceratops. Triceratops. Okay. The last one I've got for now is Dilophosaurus. 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 Jurassic Park franchise depiction of Dilophosaurus, a Jurassic theropod. So, why did they give it a frill? The general consensus is that, you know, they had their velociraptors also in the first film, which were more based on Deinonychus, if we're going to go there. This guy needed to be more unique and needed to be differentiated, or the audience would have needed to be able to differentiate between Velociraptor and Dilophosaurus. So they gave it a frill, like an Australian frilled lizard, and to sort of drive home that intimidation tactic scene. There is no evidence that it had a frill in real life. Absolutely none. Or that it spat poison. None of that. And they also, as far as I know, made it a lot smaller than it is in real life in the film. So, that's Dilophosaurus. They also didn't include the notch in the snout either. Dilophosaurus. This stance is obviously quite outdated as well. It should almost be more horizontal, with its elegant neck sticking up. I've always found them to be a very elegant theropod. I'm not obviously the biggest theropod fan, but as they go, this is one of my favourites. Minus the frill. Here's what he looks like on the other side. Curious that there's no skeletal representation for the frill. So, here are all four of the ones that I have spoken about. It's really hard to hold them actually. I look so happy. I hope you enjoyed this little video, and that you'll tune in for the next one. Yeah, I'm in a cottage, in case it wasn't already obvious. I'm in a little cottage in the middle of nowhere, near Lyme region. So yeah, here is a bunch of cute wooden dinosaurs, and I hope you enjoyed. But yeah, this is a short one to get me back into making ASMR.